Power isn't just about control, it's about knowing who you can trust when things fall apart. Not everyone who smiles beside you is loyal. Some admire your rise while secretly plotting your fall. Machiavelli understood this better than anyone. He lived in a world where betrayal wore silk gloves and loyalty was often nothing more than a performance. If you want to hold real power, you must test the people around you, not with words but with moves. Strategic, subtle, and calculated moves. People reveal who they are under pressure, in discomfort, or when temptation knocks. These aren't games, these are tests. Loyalty isn't proclaimed, it's proven. And the Machiavellian knows how to smoke out true intentions without even being obvious about it. Let's break down 5 classic loyalty tests, sharpened with centuries of wisdom and made brutally effective by those who understand human nature's darker corners. People love being close to power until it's no longer shining on them. That's why one of the most revealing loyalty tests is to simply step back, withdraw attention, pull back your support, go quiet for a while. You'll be shocked at what happens. The ones who only stayed close to bask in your success will drift away. Suddenly they're too busy. You'll see who was fueled by proximity and who was fueled by connection. The loyal ones will reach out, check in, and stand by, even when you're not winning. Machiavelli knew that power doesn't just illuminate, it attracts, and not always the kind of people you want around. It draws opportunists the way a flame draws moths, desperate, dazzled, and dangerously close. They circle you not out of admiration, but calculation. As long as your light shines, they stay close, pretending to be loyal, mimicking support, echoing your beliefs. But the truth is, they're not drawn to you. They're drawn to what you represent. Success, access, status, maybe even safety. But what happens when the light dims? That's the real test. Withdraw the spotlight. Go silent. Stop winning, just for a moment. Watch the shift. You won't need to accuse anyone, just observe. The moths will scatter, the air will get quieter, the texts will slow, the meetings will be rescheduled. The people who once clung to you will start orbiting someone else whose flame burns hotter. It happens fast, almost like they were waiting for the moment. True loyalty is never performance. It's quiet, it's consistent, it's unaffected by your wins or losses. These people don't orbit power, they walk beside people. Their motives aren't tied to your influence, but to your integrity. And when things get hard, they don't flee, they lean in. Machiavelli wasn't cynical for the sake of it. He simply understood that real allies don't need a spotlight to see your worth. They don't need applause to show up, and they're not waiting for you to win to offer their support. So dim the lights, step back, watch who remains. Those who stay are not moths, they're anchors, and they're rare. Try this in personal relationships, at work, or in leadership. Stop being the one who initiates. Don't offer help, don't share updates. Just observe. People will sort themselves out. The pretenders will fall silent. The loyalists will lean in. This doesn't just show you who cares. It shows you who's capable of caring without personal gain. That's rare, and that's power. If you want to know someone's soul, give them a little power, not too much, just enough to tempt them. A small decision, a little authority, a piece of your influence. Then observe everything. People reveal their values when they don't think they're being watched. Do they use that power to help you or to help themselves? Do they take credit for your ideas or protect your interests behind your back? Machiavelli believed that character under pressure was the only reliable test of loyalty, and nothing creates subtle pressure like responsibility. That's when true colors bleed through the mask. Let someone speak on your behalf in a meeting. Ask them to handle something important, then step back and monitor how they handle it. Not just the results, but how they behave in the process. The disloyal will manipulate, exaggerate, or hoard praise. The loyal will protect your name as if it were their own. And they won't tell you, they'll show you. This test is especially effective in professional environments, where masks are common and loyalty often plays second fiddle to ambition. A little power uncovers what a resume never will. Temptation is a scalpel. It slices through the surface and reveals the muscle underneath. You want to know if someone's truly loyal? Don't ask. Let them face an opportunity to betray you. Quietly, cleanly, without direct consequence. This might sound ruthless, but it's reality. People can be kind, generous, and flattering when there's no reason to do otherwise. But when they can gain something by hurting you, without obvious punishment, you'll see who they really are. This doesn't mean setting people up with lies or traps. It means letting natural scenarios play out. Give them access to something you care about. Watch how they treat it. Give them the freedom to choose loyalty or self-interest. Don't interfere, just observe. Will they leak information for status? Will they gossip when you're not around? Will they sell you out for a better opportunity? The answer comes in silence, not confrontation. Machiavellian strategy is all about precision, not drama. Let the test unfold and take note. Loyalty tested by temptation is loyalty you can actually trust. Here's a subtle but powerful tactic. Speak critically of yourself in front of them. Nothing big, just small admissions of doubt, failure, or weakness. Then listen. Most people think this is a test of empathy. It's not. It's a test of alignment. The truly loyal will either challenge your negativity or offer reassurance. The disloyal? They'll agree. Worse, they'll run with it. Say something like, "Sometimes I feel like I'm losing my edge," and watch. Do they respond with concern or with relief? Do they validate your doubt, subtly confirming it to gain an edge? Or do they stand by you, redirect your thinking, and protect your self-worth? What people do when you're down reveals who they are when you're up. This tactic works in conversations with close friends, colleagues, even partners. It's Machiavellian not because it's manipulative, but because it's precise. You're not fishing for compliments. You're testing for loyalty under low pressure. A disloyal person will see weakness as permission to strike. A loyal one will see it as a moment to protect. Let them speak. They'll tell you everything you need to know. The fifth and final test is one of absence. Disappear, not dramatically, not suspiciously, just enough to remove yourself from the room, the group, or the conversation. Then return when they least expect it. What you see will be priceless. How do they speak about you when they think you're not there? Are they consistent with their support, or does their tone change? Do they shift the narrative when the power dynamic disappears? Machiavelli would often leave emissaries to observe not what was said to him, but what was said in his absence, because that's where the truth hides. You don't need spies, just subtle exits. Skip a meeting, leave a group chat alone, stop showing up to certain events, then circle back when no one expects it. Their reactions will reveal their comfort. Their words will reveal their hearts. The loyal will be consistent whether you're present or not. The disloyal will shift when you're gone, and they'll never notice that you were watching the whole time. Loyalty isn't about smiling at your success or clapping at your speeches. It's about how people behave when you're not benefiting them, when you're no longer useful, when they're tempted, pressured, or alone. That's when the mask slips. Machiavelli understood that betrayal doesn't happen in explosive moments. It builds quietly in neglected corners. That's why these tests matter. They give you light in the dark, insight in the silence, power where others are blind. If you hold influence at any level, you need to protect yourself. But more than that, you need to surround yourself with people who won't fold when things get complicated. That doesn't happen by accident. It happens by design. Use these tests sparingly, subtly, strategically. Not everyone deserves your trust, but once you find the few who do, that's when you build something that even betrayal can't break.